Whoever this is for, you did the right thing. You had to walk away. If you're watching this video now, this is because there's probably a situation that you walked away from recently. It could be something that you're considering walking away from, or something that even if you walked away a while ago, it's something that you've been questioning. You've been asking yourself if you should have walked away from that situation. Or for many of you who are dealing with this presently and have removed yourself cleanly from somebody's presence or from a circumstance or location, you're wondering if you're being too harsh. You're wondering if you did the right thing, and you absolutely did. There comes a time in our lives where we have to really learn how to honor ourselves, how to honor our truths, how to put ourselves first, how to stop allowing people to abuse us, how to stop letting people violate the boundaries that we once upon a time did not have, that we did not create. I was talking about this on the Daily Guide not long ago, which is what we do on Patreon on a daily basis for those of y'all who really want to dive deep in the prophetic and also just not talk about it, but get those messages that are going to keep you in alignment, that are going to allow you to really heal along your journey. We do that over there. One of the messages that came out recently was about removing your energy from a situation. This isn't just about you removing yourself physically from a place. The way I described this on that particular podcast episode was there are many people who would say, oh, I'm leaving, I'm walking away, I'm leaving this person. Or maybe even some of you have done this before, where you leave a situation, you leave a person, you're in a completely different location, completely different circumstance, yet this person is living in your mind rent-free. Yet that circumstance is living in your mind rent-free. Even though you're not physically there, you're very much so mentally, emotionally, and energetically present. For those of you who this is for, this is not that type of situation. Like, your energy has left the building. Some of you have a person who you've done this with and they're picking up on this. It's very important that, one, you stand your ground, continue to understand and know what you've been feeling emotionally, what you've always known intuitively, something that you saw, something this person said, something this person did. For some of you, it could have been a particular memory or a dream that came to you, and it really showed you the true nature of this person, to where it's something that happened that you just can't unsee and you can't unknow what you know. The important thing here is to stand your ground. Stand on what you know. Stand on truth. Don't fold on that. Also, don't allow this person to manipulate your energy. Don't allow this person to provoke you to any type of emotions that you don't intend on feeling. When you remove yourself from a person, especially energetically, you got to understand desperate times call for desperate measures. For some of you, the person or the situation that you've removed yourself from, or you've removed your energy from, they can feel the death of it. And even if you're there physically, they know that whatever it is that they used to have with you, it's no longer the same. This is making me think of even when you're dealing with particular narcissists. If you were ever raised by a narcissist, or in a situation where you have a relative who is a narcissist and you go through the process, sometimes it's like you might have to cut that person off for a particular amount of time. Some of you might have been led to, you just have to keep that person out your life, period, because there's even different levels to narcissism. Some of you might have been through all the different phases of healing from narcissistic abuse, realizing, one, that the person that you're dealing with is a narcissist. It's like a whole journey. It's almost like a death experience. When you realize, especially in cases of being raised by a narcissist, that's something that it might take years to truly be able to swallow that pill. Then once you have that realization, going through the process of healing from how it affected you, and then as you even start to get to that process, healing and learning how to relate with others in a healthy way, and undoing what you learned through those relationships you had, your primary relationships with a narcissist. For some of you, this is a thing where you could be in a situation where you're dealing with somebody, even if it's not a narcissist, it could be somebody that's dysfunctional, somebody that's toxic, but perhaps it's somebody that has to be in your life. This could be a parent. This could be a sibling for some of y'all. This could be a child for some of y'all. This could be somebody who you're co-parenting with. And the thing is, you've come to terms with the fact that it's like, okay, I'm gonna deal with this person because I choose to deal with this person. There are certain benefits to me dealing with this person. For instance, let's say you're co-parenting, you might want your child to have access to their other parent. Let's say this is a relationship where you were raised by a narcissist. Maybe that narcissist has a particular relationship with with you. But again, maybe you don't want to shut out your children from being able to have some type of contact, some type of relationship. Some of you, even if it's not that case, if you don't have kids or anything like that, it could just be that you are healed to a point of your journey where it's like, I can have this person in my life, but it's going to be on my terms. And the thing about it is you've redefined whatever the situation is, whatever way you're going to interact with it. And even if you're there, I'm going to tell you the thing that is worse than actually physically leaving a situation, because some people can take that. You ever leave a situation and then you know it's like you can still feel energetically a person pulling on you, even for people that might have left you or might have left, and you're just like, you know, this person's still thinking about you, you know, they're living in your mind rent free. Some of you have been in that situation in the opposite way, but it's a completely different thing, and it's so much worse than when a person physically leaves, is when a person emotionally, spiritually, and mentally checks out. And this is what you've done in regards to this situation. Some of you, this doesn't even have to be a person, this could be a job, this could be like an environment that you work in, or some place that you go to regularly where it's people that you have to interact with, and you are no longer giving what you used to give. It's like this person no longer even has the ability to really like trigger your emotions or anything like that. Continue to stand your ground, continue to move in the direction that you're moving in, because you're literally walking in a place of wisdom and you're learning how to interact in this new form that you've taken on. Many of you are dealing with people, especially in terms of where we're talking about dysfunctional families, toxic, or areas where you've had narcissistic abuse. You got to understand, in a lot of those types of situations, you're dealing with adult children, people who look grown, people who have a physically grown body, but on the inside you're dealing with a 6, 7, 8-year-old, emotionally and sometimes even mentally in certain ways. Many of you have realized this, you've come to terms with this, and so now you've redefined even your expectations for the situation. You leaving and removing yourself from this, continue to move in that direction. Don't allow anybody to try to manipulate you or persuade you, because I'm telling you, whatever situation or whatever person you walked away from, they're going to use as many tactics as they can to get the old you back. The old you, because of what you know, it no longer exists, at least not for that person, or at least not for those people or that situation. Stand on that. You made the right decision. Things are going to be on your terms moving forward. Don't allow them to provoke you. Anytime you're dealing with some of these people in certain situations, because I'm telling you, even if you are a person that's like, you know what, I'm really beyond being triggered by them, don't underestimate the opponent. Some of these people, they're restless day and night thinking about how they can provoke you, thinking about how they can catch you slipping. Maintain yourself around these people. Continue to stand your ground and know that you walking away from that situation mentally, spiritually, emotionally has literally shifted the tides for you and opened up a completely new space that's going to allow you to let new actual soul tribe, soulmate relationships into your life, and be able to perceive the people that have already been in your life that are more in alignment with who you truly are. And you're going to start to be able to see these people, recognize these people, and open up more to those relationships. If you would like personal prophetic guidance, you can book a personal with me on prettybosstv.com. And if you would like daily guidance, y'all can join us on patreon.com/prettybosstv, where we get together as a family and we do a lot over there. We really do the work. I love y'all so very much. Until next time, I talk to y'all soon. Y'all willing. Peace.